A key Denver Broncos player is ahead of schedule in his recovery from a torn ACL. What's up, guys, and welcome to Denver Broncos Syndicate, part of the Sports Syndicate family of channels where we are dedicated to bringing you content about our favorite sports teams. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Before we jump in, I need a big favor from you guys. We are so close to our big goal of 1,000 subscribers. I believe that we can get there by Thanksgiving. So if you want a free and easy way to show your support for the channel, if you're not subscribed, it would be awesome if you could do so. And if you are subscribed, it would be awesome if you could leave a like on this video. It helps tell YouTube to push this content out to fellow members of Broncos country, and it really helps me more than I can state. This season, the Denver Broncos have probably had some of the worst injury luck in the entire NFL. Entering week 10, the Denver Broncos have a whopping 6 starters currently sitting on injured reserve, as well as several other key contributors. Those players include left tackle Garrett Bowles, edge rusher Randy Gregory, cornerback Ronald Darby, and running back Javonte Williams. Despite all of the crappy injury luck that the team has had this season, the Denver Broncos actually did get some good news about one of their key starters. Although this isn't going to help our team this season, the return of this player is going to be absolutely huge for us next season. I'm of course talking about wide receiver Tim Patrick. Now, Patrick was slated to be the wide receiver 2 in this Broncos offense, and he was someone who in training camp was emerging as a favorite target for Russell Wilson. Unfortunately, on the second day of padded practice, Timmy P went up to catch a pass and came down awkwardly on his leg and ended up tearing his ACL. Although publicly there haven't been very many updates shared on Tim Patrick's status in his rehab, recently we finally did get an update, and it was straight from the horse's mouth. Broncos fan Steve Chris, a contributor to Predominantly Orange, tweeted last week seeking an update on Patrick's recovery. The receiver then replied directly to the fan that he's ahead of schedule in his recovery. That is absolutely awesome news for the Broncos, and that means that so far Tim has had no setbacks in his rehab, and he should be ready to go entering training camp next season. If not, he should definitely be ready to go for week 1. Although there weren't very many public updates shared, I do attend all of the home games, and I have seen Tim Patrick on the sidelines multiple times. Each and every week, he looks like he is moving better, and pretty soon I'd imagine that he's going to start running again, which is absolutely good to see. Patrick's production has definitely been sorely missed this season in the Broncos offense. Again, as I stated earlier, he was pretty much slated to be our wide receiver 2, and Russell Wilson was really liking him as a target. His big frame, nice speed, and good ball skills really made him somewhat a diet DK Metcalf for Russell Wilson in this offense. After Patrick went down, the pressure really got shifted onto Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, and KJ Hamler. Sutton and Jeudy for the most part have stepped up to the plate, but KJ has really struggled in his first season coming off a torn ACL, which really isn't surprising for a speedy wide receiver like him. The numbers definitely reflect that Tim Patrick is desperately missed. The Broncos' leading receiver this season is Courtland Sutton with 467 yards on 35 catches on 62 targets. Sutton also has only had 1 receiving touchdown this season. Although he started off the season on a pretty strong note, the past few weeks, for whatever reason, his production has just faded. Things have been kind of the opposite for the second leading receiver for the Broncos, Jerry Jeudy. After starting off the season somewhat cold, Jeudy has actually really stepped up his play the last few weeks, and I've been really impressed with what I've seen. Jeudy actually leads the Broncos in touchdown receptions this season with 3. Now, once you get past Sutton and Jeudy, there's a pretty significant drop-off in production. The Broncos' third leading receiver this season is actually rookie tight end Greg Dulcich, and he's only played in 3 games so far. His numbers certainly aren't dazzling, with 12 catches for 182 yards and a touchdown, but he has emerged as another favorite target for Russell Wilson. After that, we have guys such as KJ Hamler, Melvin Gordon, and Kendall Hinton on the list, but again, their production has been nothing to write home about. Jerry Jeudy's long-term future in the Mile High City remains somewhat in doubt, but the way he's played over the last couple of weeks definitely is boosting his stock. Courtland Sutton, again, I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe defenses are just selling out to take him away, but his production has especially against man coverage, just hasn't been there. He just hasn't been able to win on his routes. It's really a shame to see because Courtland Sutton towards the beginning of the season was really developing a nice rapport with Russell Wilson and was really starting to go on a bit of a tear there. Again, though, I'm really impressed with how Jerry Jeudy has stepped up in his place, but this team sorely is missing that production from Tim Patrick. In fact, I'm curious, Broncos country, on a scale of 1 to 10, how badly would you say that we are missing Tim Patrick? Drop those comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And while you're at it, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL for even more Broncos coverage. And for now, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out and let's ride.